sitting on my doorstep here. If all goes well, over the next 41 days, I'll do 540 miles through the Greater Yellowstone and come right back to the stoop here. So I'm going to start off by riding my bike for 20 miles to get out of Livingston, and then I'll be meeting up with Katie there to transfer over to backpack and start the actual hiking off. So here we go. See you guys out there on the trail. Just barely outside of Livingston, and it's already badass. I come about 5 miles, another 15 miles or so to get to the trailhead. Kind of nice to have a bike out here on the gravel roads, but I'm looking forward to getting in the mountains and getting my pack. So far, so good. Beautiful day out here. All right, it's official. We made it to the car. The bike ride kicked my ass, so I was laying on the ground flailing for a bit, but now things are good. I've got my backpack on and the hike starts right now. All right, here we are, end of day one. The bike ride was a bit of a joke, kicked my ass, but luckily Katie was there at the trailhead after a 20-mile bike ride to bring us up this 2-mile beautiful trail to the Trail Creek cabin. So we're settling in, having a couple beers, and
cheers,
enjoying ourselves. Day one was a success. Good morning, day two. Katie just headed back to the trailhead going back towards Livingston. I can still hear her saying, "Hey bear" in the distance. And I'm heading the other direction. So today's gonna be pretty short. It's like 8 miles to get to Mystic Lake. There's a couple options, but I'm gonna do the 8-mile route to Mystic Lake and hopefully have a leisurely hike and a relaxing afternoon there, just to rest up a bit before going up into Hyalite. Just coming down the hill to Mystic Lake. So come about 8 miles today. I'm probably gonna camp somewhere around the lake, but I'm gonna keep dropping down there and see if I can kind of find a good site. I might stay high because of the bugs, but I'll need to get some water down there. Just wrapping up day two. It was a pretty easy day today. It was 8 miles. There was lots of up and down, but I got to Mystic Lake where I am right now at like 1 o'clock. So I've been hanging out and just enjoying the afternoon, took a little nap. Might be able to see the lake behind me over my right shoulder. But I got camp set up on a little hill here. There's a nice little breeze. It's taking care of the bugs. There's some people at the cabin. There's a cabin, Forest Service cabin, like 300 yards away, so I can like hear their voices. And things are pretty good for the first night out. Feeling good. Tomorrow's a big day. So I'm gonna go to bed early and rest up for that. So, bye. Good morning. It's day 3, 30 miles into the trip. Still here at Mystic Lake. Got a big day today. Gonna go up Bozeman Creek, and then climb up the ridge, up and over into the Hyalite drainage, up to Hyalite Lake. So it's 15 miles or so, lots of up and down. But weather's looking really good. It's nice and clear, warm already. It's feeling pretty good. Close to the cabin this morning, so it was nice. I was able to walk over there and use the privy, which felt very luxurious. But things are looking good. Getting our first views of Hyalite Canyon. I'm heading right out below those big mountains by the end of today, if all goes well, up at Hyalite Lake. Oh, just keeps on climbing. Tired. It's tough to end a long day like this with a climb, but I'll tell you what, Hyalite Trail is constantly rewarding me with these waterfalls around just about every corner. Spectacular. Figured I'd do a little tour of my camp while the light is so nice. So mountains up there, a tent and a fire pit here. The bear hangs kind of off in the distance there. And then I got a little kitchen as well. Awesome view everywhere. Kitchen's down here, just waiting for my meal to rehydrate. Just wrapping up day 3, got camp set up, just had dinner up here at beautiful Hyalite Lake. It was a good day. It really was difficult for me, lots of ups and downs, and 15 miles, longest day of the trip so far. Still got some work to do to get my backpacker legs. I am, however, transitioning into a long distance backpacker. There was 2 things that happened today that reminded me what it's like. One, I saw a red lifesaver just sitting on the trail, and of course the backpacker in me picked it up and popped it in my mouth. It wasn't a little package, so pretty safe, I'm sure, and it tasted delicious. And the second thing, when I got to Hyalite the trailhead, man, could I smell people's perfume. It was hilarious. I think I'm starting to smell like, I don't know, hints of wet potato chips in a sock, kind of. But man, I could smell people's perfume, people's soap, and that's definitely an indication you've been on the trail for a few days. Things are good. I'm going to go to bed early and do another 15 tomorrow. Good morning. Day 4, 45 miles into the trip. The plan for today is to actually start by going over that big mountain behind me. That's Hyalite Peak. So we're going to go up and over Hyalite Peak and access the Gallatin Crest Trail, and then we'll be going along the Gallatin Crest Trail for the next couple days. So about 9,000 feet right now. We'll get even higher throughout today, up to 10,000. And the plan is to camp at Windy Pass, which is 15 miles from where I am right now. About a mile up from where I camped here, you can't even see Hyalite Lake down in there. You can see some other small lakes up here. Oh, getting closer to the ridge, but still quite a ways to go. Just in the very last part of the saddle here. Bit of a cornice up top. Made it up to Hyalite Peak, and the views are spectacular. This is actually the way I'm going. The trail is right down in there, and I'll be following that ridge line today. It's beautiful up here. Looking down into Paradise Valley. I just bumped a herd of bighorn sheep up here on the backside of Hyalite. Like 15 at least of them. There's still a few big drifts along Gallatin Crest, but for the most part the trail's clear. A little muddy, but mostly clear. Pretty dark skies off to the west. Looks like might have a little thunderstorm coming my way. And that there's the peak I'm supposed to go up next, so we'll see. What now? A little bit of rainbow action after the storm. Might be more, but dumped for a sec there, but I'm going that way and it's looking pretty good. Just wrapping up day 4. First half of the day was just spectacular. Because of that, I was lollygagging, taking pictures, wasted a bit of time and kind of got behind a little bit, and the ups and downs continue to slow me down quite a bit. So not quite to Windy Pass. I've got a few more miles to go in the morning. This afternoon was quite a struggle. The thunderstorms started rolling in. I got caught by one. I thought I could beat it, and I was like hanging out waiting, and then I got caught by one briefly up high, and it was like real small hail, pellet size hails, like on my legs, because I was still wearing my short shorts. It was like, looks like I got shot by a pellet gun or something. Because I kind of struggled into camp, I had to drop like 1,000 feet to find water too, which I hadn't really anticipated. I'm going with dessert first while I wait for my meal to rehydrate. But other than that, really this ridge is spectacular. It's been a good day. I'm looking forward to resting up and doing it again tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 5. So far for the trip, I've done 58 miles. The plan for today is to still be on the Gallatin Crest. We'll be dropping off down to Ramshorn Lake, which is kind of the first possibility for camp. That's about 12 miles from here. Ideally, I'll go a little bit further. It'd be nice to be closer to 191, where I'm going to 320 Ranch to do a resupply. So see what the day gives me, and I'll get as far as I can. Last night was pretty rough. I'm up on a ridge, and it was super windy. So in my little one-person tent, I was just jostled back and forth all night long with the wind. So Didn't sleep really well. Got a couple good hours in this morning, having a later start, but feeling good. Sun is shining, and scenery is gorgeous. Woke up to a nice little bloody nose after breakfast, so plugged it up. Makes the breathing a little interesting, but moving along. I'm on top of Sentinel Peak here, still heading south along the Gallatin Crest. Here's a good look at kind of what I have in store today. I'm going through this meadow down to Windy Pass, and then from Windy Pass I'll go up onto that ridge, follow the ridge across, and then there's one big peak out there. That's Ramhorn's Peak. Before I get to Ramshorn, I'm going to drop off to the west side. So that's kind of what we have in store for today. Looks like I'm wrapping up the Gallatin Crest just in time to drop it down to Ramshorn Lake. Weather's got kind of iffy. It's raining a little bit. There's some thunder. So perfect time to drop down. Got a moose in the middle there. About 6:30. I'm still moving along here. I think I've been up this trail from the trailhead, and there's a pretty awesome campsite like right close to the road, so I'm kind of hopeful I can run into that. If not, I'll be down by Buffalo Horn Creek pretty soon. I should be able to find a site, which puts me in good position to get to 320 first thing in the morning for resupply. Day 5 recap. A lot has happened. Finished the Gallatin Crest. Saw my first moose. Kept pushing until I got to 320 Ranch. So I'm sitting at 320 Ranch. Had a burger and a beer. Gonna stay here for the night. Things are looking up. Got my resupply and heading north tomorrow.